Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Dukkha Anyana Piṭaka. Yeah, yesterday we discussed about these verses. So these verses, this is Atha, the meaning of Satya here. Atha, Atodara, the two here, we have discussed Atha. So the dukkha here, only affliction is dukkha. There is no any other thing to be called dukkha. Samudaya, only dana is samudaya, not any other things. Nibbana, only santi is nirodha, not any other things. The magga sajja, only Eightfold Noble Path is magga sajja, not any other things. We have learned before yesterday. Related to dukkha anyana piṭaka. So for the mulatika here, dukkha anyana piṭaka, kasma vokta, why commentator use this dukkha anyana piṭaka, except dukkha, there is no affliction. Why? Nanu tanapi jati viya dukkha nimittata tattaya bhatikadi. Jadi here, jadi bi dukkha, jarabi dukkha, jadi bi dukkha, marana bi dukkha, you say. Yeah, jadi viya. Jadi viya, nanu tanapi jadi viya. Dukkha nimittata ya bhatika. So here, not jadi is dukkha nimitta, the cause of the dukkha. Dukkha nimitta. Jadi is dukkha nimitta. Sorry. Jadi. Sorry. Oh. Jadi. Jadi here, dukkha, jadi, dukkha nimitta. Jadi is the cause of the dukkha. So also here, tanapi, tana also dukkha nimittaya as the cause of the dukkha. Bhatika nanu we say. Nanu here we say bhatika nanu. Bhatika nanu, is it afflicted? Bhatika nanu, is it affliction? I mean, as jadi is the cause of dukkha, tana also should be the cause of dukkha. Jadi, jara, marana, as they are the cause of the dukkha, tana also is the cause of the dukkha.
Sayadaw. Here the nimitta is the cause, it's not the characteristic.
Not characteristic here, nimitta cause. As jadi jaramaranas are the cause of the dukkha, is this dana the cause of the dukkha? is this tanha affliction as it is the cause of the dukkha? This is the question. Where we say jadivi dukkha, jaravi dukkha, jaravi dukkha, jadivi dukkha, maranavi dukkha, we say jadi is the cause of the dukkha. As jadi is the cause of the dukkha, tanha also should be affliction. We say as tanha is the cause of the dukkha, is it afflicted? This is the question. Na, tanha is not afflicted. Jadi is afflicted. Jadi, jara, vyadi, marana, these are afflicted because they are the cause of dukkha. Tanha also the cause of dukkha. Why here? Is tanha afflicted? He made the question. No, tanha is not afflicted. Tanha is not does not oppress. That means tanha does not oppress. Dukkha anyana padaka. So dukkha anyana padaka. So yesterday we have learned dukkha anyana padaka. You remember? So dukkha anyana padaka. Dukkha anya. Except dukkha. Except dukkha, there is no how to say, dukkha anyana padaka. Except dukkha, there is no affliction. Dukkha is affliction. That is the meaning. But here, jadi also afflicted. Jadi jaramarana, as jadi afflicted. How about the tanha? Is it afflicted? Because it is the cause of the suffering. The question, no, it's not. So it's not. Why? Why here? Padaka bhava bhavena, as it is the first occurrence, the original occurrence of the affliction. It has been taken, the tanha has been taken differently, particularly. Tanha has been taken as samudaya. Tanha has been taken as samudaya particularly. So tanha here cannot be said bharaga. Only dukkha is bharaga. Tanha is not bharaga, he said. The jadi adina viya dukkasa adetana bhavo. Dukkha daja bharagata. Here, what is bharaga? We say it is oppressed. Or why is this oppressed? Bharagata. Jadi adina viya, just like a jadi, etc. Dukkasa adetana bhavo. The first reason is because of the place of the dukkha. Dukkha. Because of being dukkha. The tanha here, tanha is the place of dukkha, and also it is dukkha. Dukkasa adetana bhava. Adetana here, the place. Adetana, not like the resolution. Not resolution. Adetana here is not resolution. Adetana, the place, existence, the place here. Dukkasa adetana bhavo. Dukkasa adetana bhavo. Tanha is, dukkha. So Tanna is just like a jadi, etc. Because it is the place of the dukkha. It is also dukkha, dukkhata. That's why it is affliction, padikata. Na dukkhasa papavata here na. Dukkhasa papavagata. Na dukkhasa papavagata. What does it mean? Dukkhasa of the dukkha, papavagata, the state of the original occurrence. Na padikata. Yeah, na here referred to padikata. It's not to be afflicted. What does it mean? Na dukkhasa papavagata. Na dukkhasa papavagata. Dukkhasa of the dukkha, papavagata, a state of the original cause. A state or original cause of the dukkha. Padagata na is not to be afflicted. That's why here nati tanaya papavaka bhavena kitaya padagata pasango. Nothing to do with padagata. Padagata pasango. Not the related to the padagata. Not related to the affliction. So, padagata pasango nati here, not related to the padagata, because tanaya papavaka bhavena kitaya, as tana has been taken as the original cause of the suffering. Tanaya papavaka bhavena kitaya, because so be taken. Now tanaya papavaka bhavena, tana as the original cause of the suffering. That means Dana has been taken as the original cause of the suffering. It is not related to the affliction. That means Dana does not oppress. Only dukkha is oppressed. Now the Dana is not oppressed. Only dukkha is oppressed. Only dukkha is padagata. Dana is not padagata. That means. You get it? You get the meaning?
Yes, Sayadaw.
Okay. Who's that? Open it. Someone knocked the door. Open it. Hello. Open it. Venerable Vajira offers some of the fruits, but he did not hear me when I shout. Okay. Nati tanaya papavaka pavana kitaya paraka tapasango. As Tana has been taken as the original cause of the original occurrence of the dukkha, it is nothing to do with paraka, or it is not related to paraka, or it is not it is not oppressed. So tenaha, that's why. Dukkha anyana paraka, that's why the commentator said dukkha anyana paraka. Paraka ni yamena. Paragata niyama dukkha paragama. Dukkha is a paraga. Dukkha meya paraga. Now dukkha is paraga. Dukkha paraga mewa. Dukkha is only paraga. Dukkha mewa paraga. Dukkha only dukkha is paraga. So these two words. Dukkha paraga mewa. Dukkha is only paraga. Dukkha mewa paraga. Only dukkha is paraga. What is the differences between these two? Dukkha bhadaka mewa here. Dukkha bhadaka. Dukkha is only bhadaka. Dukkha mewa bhadaka. Only dukkha is bhadaka. What does it mean? Dukkha oppresses. Only dukkha oppress. Dukkha oppresses. Only dukkha oppress. This is the meaning. So the vina nanya toti satipi avasisa kilesa here. Even though the remaining kilesa yatana e kilesa. There are 10 kinds of kilesa. Tana is one of them. Tana here we say dukkha anyana bharika, we say tana here. Tana and the dukkha is bharika, we say. How about the tawina nanyato except tana? Tawina anyato. Tawina anyato. What does it mean? Tawina anyato. Satipi avasisa kilesa. Even though the remaining kilesa. Avasisa kusala. The remaining akusala dhamma. This sasawa kusala mula. The kusala mula which are the object of asava. Then avasisa sasawa kusala dhamma. The remaining sasawa kusala. So sasawa kusala mula referred to aloba, adosa, amoha. They are kusala mula. Those aloba, adosa, amoha also must be the object of aswa. Sasawa kusala mula. Avasisa sasawa. The remaining avasisa aswa, that means avasisa the remaining aswa sasawa. Avasisa sasawa. Kusala dhamma. The remaining kusala dhamma which are the object of aswa. That means all lokiya kusala. All lokiya kusala except 3 kusala mula. 3 kusala mula, all lokiya kusala. Tana is the remaining kilesa. So tana kilesa, remaining akusala mula, which are the object aswa, and the remaining kusala, which are the object aswa. You have all the akusala and all lokiya kusala, except tana here. Satipi, those dukkha hetu bhave. Dukkha hetu bhave. Dukkha hetu, the cause of dukkha. All the akusala dhammas are the cause of dukkha. All the lokiya kusala dhammas are the cause of dukkha. Dukkha hetu bhave satipi. Even though satipi here, the satipi dukkha hetu bhave satipi. Even though all the akusala dhamma except dana, all lokiya kusala dhammas are the cause of dukkha. So in Abhidhamma, we haven't learned yet. In Abhidhamma, what we call the samudaya, we call all akusala dhamma, all lokiya kusala dhamma as samudaya, according to Abhidhamma method. But Suttara method, we call only the dana. But according to Abhidhamma method, we caught all the akusala dhamma, all lokiya kusala dhamma as samudaya. Here, dukkha hetu bhave satipi. Even though akusala dhamma except dana and all lokiya kusala dhammas are the cause of dukkha. Tanaya vina tesa hetu dukkha hetu bhavo na ati. Yeah, not tanaya vina tesa dukkha hetu bhavo ati. Yeah. Tanaya vina tesa dukkha hetu bhavo na ati. See? So all those akusala dhamma based on tanna. All those kusala mula, lokiya kusala also based on attachment. By means of Bhagadupa Nesya. By means of Bhagadupa Nesya. So you were to attain jhana. So you may have a loba there for firstly to attain arupa jhana. You may have a loba before. So based on tanna here, based on tanna, avijja pajja sankhara we say based on we say avijja there is also attachment. So based on attachment, so there is sankhara. Here all these are sankhara. We will say sankhara. Tanaya vinatesa dukkha hetu bhavo na ati. There is no, they do not. Tanaya vinatesa dukkha hetu bhavo. The cause of the dukkha of those, there is not the cause of the dukkha of those except tana. Tawina nanyato, we say what we say, tawina nanyato. Except tana, there is no. Tawina nanyato, referring to tana. So tana is the main here. Not only tana is the cause of the suffering, but also the remaining all akusala dhamma, all lokiya kusala jadas, which are the object of asava, also the cause of the dukkha. Even though without tana, they cannot be the cause of the suffering. That is the meaning. That's why it said, Tawina nanyato dukkha. So Tawina nanyato dukkha. Then Tehi panna vinapitana. Sorry.
Yeah, so does that mean that in this case we have to take tanha as the pakatupanisaya, Sayadaw?
Yes, for the remaining akusala, the remaining kusala.
But here we only talked about it hypothetically, right? Because there always tanha.
Yes.
There is always tanha. So which means all of those akusala dhamma and lokiya kusala kamma adhamma, they are the cause of dukkha, right? So
yes,
that's what it means, right?
Yeah, yes, they all are the cause of dukkha. Okay. But here not tanaya vinatesa dukkha hetu bhavo ati. Even though yes,
yeah, but I mean here just because of the grammar, he's using the present tense, so it's not hypothetical. So I don't quite understand.
You are talking about grammar? Which one?
Well, because he used the word ati, present tense, right? So this is like something that can happen. But it is cannot, because there is always tanha. But he says something like, without tanha, then those things are not going to be the cause of dukkha. That's what he said.
Yes.
Okay.
So dukkha hetu bhavo na ati here. The grammar is correct.
No, I mean the word, the verb. So the ati, he used the verb ati. Yeah. But anyway, it's okay. So
So tepi panna vinapi tanaya dukkha hetu bhavo ati. Vinaya tehi here. Tehi vinapi tanaya dukkha hetu bhavo ati. So tehi vinapi tanaya. Tepi vinapi tanaya dukkha bhavo ati. Tanaya dukkha bhavo ati. There is the cause of dukkha of the dana. Tehi vinapi, even those, apart from those, tehi vinapi, apart from those, tehi vinapi, Apart from those means, the remaining kilesa, the remaining akusala, kusala mula, which are the object of aswa, and the kusala, which are the object of aswa. Except those, the naya dukkha hetu bhava ati. There is the cause of dukkha of the tanna. That means, tanna alone is the cause of the dukkha, even though there are no other dhamma. So we say the other dhamma also the cause of the suffering, the cause of suffering. But even though they are the cause of suffering, they cannot be the cause of suffering without attachment. But here for the attachment itself, tanna itself, craving itself, is the cause of suffering. Without the other dhamma, tanna alone is the cause of suffering. So the two sentences here. The first sentence, without tanna, the other akusala dhamma, lokiya kusala dhamma are not the cause of suffering. But without them, tanna is the cause of suffering. The two sentences here. Ehi winapi, even though apart from those, tanaya dukkha dubhava ati. Kasama vinyayati here Nisaya says, Kasama, why it is to be known? Kasama, why here? Why we can know that? Why it is known? Without the other dhamma, tanna alone the cause of suffering. Why can we know? Kuslehi vina akuslehi. Kuslehi vina akuslehi. So we have to connect here. Kuslehi vina akuslehi. Kuslehi vina akuslehi. Except kusala with the other akusala dhamma. Rupavajara dihi vina kamajara dihi. Rupajara dihi, rupajara kusala vina except the apart from rupajara kusala arupajara kusala. Kamavajara dihi. With the kamavajara kusala. With the kamavajara kusala. Tanaya dukkha nipatakata. Tanna can produce dukkha. That means that we said tanna can produce dukkha without the other dhamma. He will not be tanaya dukkha dubhava ati. Kasma why? Kuslehi vina akuslehi tanaya dukkha nipatakata. Nipatakata. Yes. Kuslehi vina akuslehi. With the kusala, with the other akusala. That means tanna with the other akusala. Can produce dukkha, dukkha nipatakata. Can produce dukkha. That is the reason. Then rupajara vina kamajara dihi. So except rupajara arupajara kusala with kamajara kusala also tanna can produce the suffering. Two reasons are given here. So how do you understand?
What does it mean? So, I don't understand. So he means tanha with akusala only, not with with kusala. Then it produces dukkha, and then tanha with the kama without the rupa, then it also produces dukkha. So does that mean that if tanha is with rupa and arupa, then it's not going to produce dukkha?
Sorry?
Kusalehi vina akusalehi.
Tanaya nipatakata.
Yes. So tanha with akusala. Then it would produce dukkha. And then rupa vajara dihi vina kama vajara dihi. tanhaya dukkha nipattakatta. So tanha with the kama, then it's going to produce dukkha.
Yes.
But what about tanha with the rupa and arupa? So, you know.
So here is me. Tanha is the main. It produces suffering. Tanha is the principle, the important one. It produces suffering. Whether Tanha with the akusala or with kusala, any kusala, it doesn't matter. That means Tanha alone can produce the suffering. So kusale wina akusalehi. The with the kusala, with akusala also Tanha can produce suffering. With the rupajara arupajara, with the kamajara, Tanha also can produce suffering. That means Tanha can produce suffering. He just want to say Tanha is can produce suffering. With the kusala akusala, he just want to say that. With the rupavajara also it can produce. With the rupavajara also it can produce. That means.
So it is.
Yes, yeah. So with kusala also it can produce. With akusala also it can produce. The akusala also with rupavajara it can produce. With the rupavajara, only with kamavajara it can produce the suffering. That is the meaning.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's just because he gave the examples. Kusalehi, vina, kusalehi, and then rupa, vajarahi, vina, kama, vajarahi. So why did he? So if we read this, it appears to me that, you know, if
yes.
it associated with rupa and arupa, then it's not going to produce dukkha.
So this is so we can say akusalehi vina kusalehi. Kama vajradihi vina rupa vajradihi, and so we can also say that.
Yes.
So that means here tanaya nibbadaka dukkha nibbadakata. That means because it said, you see, it said not tanaya vina is dukkha hetu bhavo ati. Or here it said tehi vinapi tanaya dukkha hetu bhavo ati. It just the second sentence kusalehi vina akusalehi rupavajradi vina kamavajradi cha tanaya dukkha nibbadakata. This sentence just proves the previous sentence tehi vinapi tanaya dukkha hetu bhavo ati. So here we can say akusalehi vina kusalehi tanaya dukkha nibbadakata. Or kamavajradi vina rupavajradi cha tanaya dukkha nibbadakata. So he just want to emphasize. So Tanha alone can produce suffering. Without any other kusala, without any other akusala, Tanha alone can produce suffering. This is the point here.
Yes.
See, kusalehi vina akusalehi tanaya dukkha nibbadakata. With the akusala, Tanha can produce suffering where it is associated with the akusala. That means where it is associated with the akusala, it produces suffering. Where it is associated with the kusala, also it produces suffering. So where you classify kusala, rupajara, arupajara, kamavajara. So where it is accompanied by kamavajara, also it produces. Where it accompanies by rupavajara, it also produces suffering. Where it also accompanied by the arupavajara, it also produces suffering.
So Sayadaw, but then again, here we talked about the Pakatupanisaya, not Sahajata. Right, Sayadaw?
Yes, not Sahajata.
Yeah.
Because he Kamajara Etana, you see, cannot be Sahajata. But the Akusla Etana can be Sahajata.
Yeah.
So when we say Kusla Dhamma, always Pakatupanisaya, Kusla Dhamma. So the Akusla support for the arising Akusla, when we say that Akusla is always Pakatupanisaya, the strong support for the arising of the Kusla. So this is the, if we have studied the Abhidhamma method, the cause of suffering are not only Krebe, but all Akusla Dhamma is Lokiya Kusla Dhamma. So he just here Mulatika just want to emphasize that. But even those all are the cause of suffering, Krebe is the main here. Without Krebe, those also cannot be the cause of suffering. Without Krebe, those also cannot arise. That means, so Krebe is the main the main support for the arising of the others. So only Krebe alone can produce the suffering without the other things. But with the other things, others Dhamma also, it produces the suffering. Without those, it also produces the suffering. That is the meaning. So that's all for Mulatika. So we go back here to the Akata Atodaro. Atodara, Atana Odaro, we say. Atana Odaro. So Atodara, what is Atodara? So Atodara. When we say to at, we say Atta. We refer to the meaning of the word. When we say Atodara here, either in Myanmar we say Atodara Shilaka Adebedata Kaumyedi. We say if there is Atodara, we need to take Adebedata. Adebedata means the meaning should be taken, or the suitable meaning. Adebeta, we say Adebedata. Atodara Adebedata. So we will say here Atodara do kata Atodara do the Adebedata. So we Atodara. Atta just the meaning of the word. Atodara also the meaning of the word. Atta Odara. Atana Odara Atodaro. The meaning of the word. Atta the meaning of the word. Atodara also the meaning of the word. But Atodara, when we say Atodara, we refer to Adebedata. Adebedata means the meaning that should be that is suitable. The suitable meaning. Adebedata. So remember, Atodara, Adebedata. When we say Atodara, we have to take Adebedata. The how to say, the Atodara, we say for the Sajja, for example, Sajja may have many meanings, various meanings there. So out of them, we have to take only the suitable one. The suitable one, we say Adebedata. That is Adebedata. So kata Atodara do, that means Sajja may have many meanings there. Among those, we have to take here what kind of Sajja we have to take here. We have to call only the suitable, the correct, the meaning only. Okay, let's see. Kasama Pana. Sorry, no. Ida here referred to Jadari Arya Sajjani or referred to Dukkha Arya Sajja, etc. Ida is this Jadari Arya Sajjani, or Ida is the Pali Dukkha Arya Sajja, Dukkha Samudaya Arya Sajja, Dukkha Nirodha Arya Sajja, Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Bidha Arya Sajja. Yeah, Ida. Ayan Sajja Sado. This the word Sajja Anekesu Atesu. A various meanings. Basically, is see with various meanings. Or that means the word Sajja has various meanings. Sayatida, Sayata Ida. Ida those here, but here Ida, we say Ida, the Sayatida, what are they? We can say like that. Sayatida, what are they? What those meanings? What are those meanings? Sajja Banenako Jaya di Adisu. In the Pali Sajja Banenako Jaya, Waja Sade, Waja Sajje here. The true word, Sajja. Sajja here, true, the meaning of the Sajja, true. Sajja Bane, Nakochia, Sajja Bane, you have to talk only the true things, the true words, not lying. Sajja Bane, Nakochia, don't get hungry easily. For me, I get angry easily. Sajja Bane, talk only the true things, the true words. Nakochia, don't get angry with the others. This verse came from the Dhammapāṭaka. Do you remember? Sajja Banena Gojaya Daja Ababi Yajido Edehi Dehi Tanehi Kache Dewana Sadige. The one who will accompany the Dewa. So she'll have three things. Edehi Dehi Tanehi. The one who has these three things. Kache Dewana Sadige will accompany Dewa. So where are the three here? Sajja Bane. Say the truth. Speak the truth. Nakochia. Don't get angry easily. Daja Apapi Yachido. Even though you are asked very little, you should offer. You offer or donate. Donate where you are asked even a little. Daja Apampi Yajido. Someone asks something, a small thing, you just give it to the hand. So three things here. So only kusala. Sajja Bane. Say the truth, the lie. Na Gojaya. Don't get angry with someone. So be patient, that means be patient. So as a human, say the truth and be patient. Daja Ababi Yajido. That means offer, make donation. Say the truth, don't get angry with the others, or be patient and make donation. If you are adored with these three things, then you will accompany the Dewa. In this case here, Sajja, the meaning of Sajja referring to the true words. Sajja Bane, say the true words. So the meaning of Sajja is here, the true words. 7 o'clock. 49. Sajja means the true word here. Very good. This is come from Dhammapāṭaka. So Maha Moggallana Panya. Maha Moggallana Panya Watu. So please, when I was here, I have read all the stories come from Dhammapāṭaka, come from the Jataka. I was very interested read the story. I was very fond of reading the story when I was here. So I have read all these, but I forgot already. So I just remember sometimes, if someone talk about that, I remember, but what it is, I don't remember, I don't recognize all the things, just something that I recognize. If someone talk about that. So like Mahabodhaway, we have Mahabodhaway. Mahabodhaway, the chronicle story, also very interesting. So I've read all those books before, especially Dhammapāṭaka, about these things. Yes, Saccavibhaṅgo Kojiya Deja Apabijajido, Etihidi Tanehi Kache Devana Sadike. So this bar, related to this bar, there is also background story. The background stories are more interesting than the Buddha's teaching when I was here. But when I now I prefer the teacher than the story. But when I was here, I prefer the story to the teacher. So I've read a lot of stories, Dhammapāṭaka story. Please read this Dhammapāṭaka story for your life. See, for your life. So you better read this Dhammapāṭaka story. I also forgot already. I have to read that Dhammapāṭaka story. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for listening. Let's conclude the class. Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detetu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
See you today.
Have a nice day. See you the day after tomorrow.